If you don't know who Weird Al is, go watch the movie. If you know who Weird Al is, go watch the movie. It's free, right? You can watch it for free. Hey, nerds.
Hey, nerds.
Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
Yes. Movie review.
Movie review. Dun dun dun.
As promised, this is the third part of our Weird Al trilogy.
Jumping into the movie, though.
First of all, spoilers. If you've been watching the previous episodes, obviously I am a fanboy, so I love the movie.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah. It most reminded me of the Dewey Cox story, Walk Hard, which I also love.
It also reminded me a little bit of Tenacious D, The Pick of Destiny, with the whole dad bit, not wanting the kid to get into music and stuff.
There were definitely some twists and turns in there I did not see coming, but they were great. They
set the tone very early that it was going to be like silly.
Yeah.
Almost immediately.
I forgot who it was, but one of the people involved said like a week before the movie came out, he said, "We did no research whatsoever when we worked on this film."
The one part that threw me for a loop was when they were talking about Eat It, and so like at that point everything was silly but at face value. And then it was when he did Eat It, and then they asked him, and this is a wholly original song?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. And then I stopped. I paused. I was like, wait. And I look over at Jen, and I'm like, I thought that was based on Beat It. And she goes, it is. And I was like, oh, my
they
God.
Got you, Caleb. there were a few parts that were real. Like, he really did sign like a 14-album deal with whatever company he was with.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I guess they did that for comedic purposes because that is funny. What was your favorite part of the whole entire movie?
My favorite part, probably when he was at the record label company with Will Forte.
Yeah, Will Forte was
and Weird Al.
Oh my God, dude!
And Will Forte was just talking shit so bad to him, and then Weird Al's character was like, "Wait, hold on now."
Will Forte, oh my God, scene stealer if there ever was one.
There were so many big actors in this movie. I didn't realize beforehand.
We got 2/3 of Lonely Island.
I knew Akiva Schaffer was Alice Cooper, right?
Yeah, he was Alice Cooper, and then Yorma was Pee-wee.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Yeah, that was Pee-wee. I was hoping once we realized it was Yorma, I was hoping that Andy Samberg would have come out, because then we would have had the full Lonely Island.
I recognized Jack Black, of course. Later on, I found out
Jack Black was in it.
Later on, I found out that that Conan O'Brien was in it. He was Andy Warhol. I also found out Emo Phillips was in there.
Yeah,
we saw him. But
Salvador Dali.
I didn't recognize him at first.
I didn't recognize, or he looked familiar, but I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" But then the moment that you recognize him, there's freaking Conan sitting right behind him. Okay. So it was like, "Oh, dude, that's Conan." So you just kind of forget.
Yeah.
There was a ton of cameos in great spots. Lin-Manuel Miranda as the doctor.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him at first either.
Andy Samberg I would have liked just for the whole, parody music type thing.
Yeah.
I think Jack Black being there as also a parody music type guy, like comedic music, was great. There was a lot that I guess... Not counting the Will Forte as the favorite, right? Mm-hmm. My favorite part was when the dad is... everything with the dad. Toby Huss was freaking hilarious. When he came out, when the police brought him home, when they raided the party or whatever, and they brought him home and they told him what had happened, and when he comes out and he's got... What did he have the...
Oh, yeah. He's like a hey man, really?
He does
a hey boy. It was a hey boy.
There you go. He did the A at the beginning though, right? He said a hey boy, and he just has it. And it's the stupidest shit. But that set the tone for the whole movie. And at the end, when he's explaining his backstory, and he brings out all the book or the notes. And he's like, "Oh, you don't have like a picture album?" And he goes, "We didn't have cameras back then." And then he said, "I took a lot of sketches, and it was in comic book form." I absolutely loved that.
Yeah, I just loved how it was like a completely serious movie, but just everything they were doing was just so silly.
And I couldn't help but think the entire time that this is what we're aiming for with Super Serial. Is we treat it serious, but we take nothing serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And that was 100% what I was thinking about. I was like, damn it, this is the Bigfoot sketch. This is like the D&D thing, you know, like, you know, we are treating it serious. And so that made it even that much more special to me.
How did you feel about Daniel Radcliffe's performance?
Oh, dude, he even nailed like his vocal patterns. Did you notice that?
I did not notice. I mean, you know, it really wasn't him singing, right?
No, I know it wasn't him singing. I'm talking about his speech patterns.
Like what?
Like when he's talking and he's yelling, and then you go back and listen to... Because, I mean, we've heard Weird Al talk a lot over the years, and the way that he talks, it's almost like... It's a kind of like a nasally, right? And so I don't know if that was an accident, but there was plenty of times where Daniel Radcliffe, it sounded like he was doing an Al impression.
I actually didn't notice that.
And it sounded fantastic. Like, I was like, holy shit, he's doing a really good job imitating. Best part of the movie was the credits. Did you listen to all the credits?
Yeah, the double fake out.
Dude, that shit had me rolling, dude. Yeah. Double fake out! Like, oh my God. I forgot the line, what he said when he did the first fake out, though. Watch the credits till the end. Like, the double fake out is freaking solid gold. And especially if you don't know it's coming. So forget that we said that.
And he did all the songs they played in the movie. He did re-record all of those. So those are
brand new,
like new versions of the songs he's done. I imagine he had to do that because of like a record label. I guess maybe the studio would have had to pay if they did that. So
if they used the exact ones.
Yeah. Did you notice the part at the end after he makes up with his mom and dad, where his mom's fat and she's kind of trying to prompt him to think.
Yes. So there's there's like a running bit in the movie where he is being inspired by all these different events that are happening around him.
Yeah.
And as a result, he's coming up with these songs like on the fly. Like that was one of the funnier bits when Jack Black's like, "Oh yeah, we'll come up with a parody right now," you know? Yeah. And then the single best joke in the whole movie was when the dude from Queen steps out and he's like, "Do another one bites the dust," and everyone's like, I'm whatever from Queen.
No one knew who he was.
No one knew who he was, dude. I was laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was laughing so hard at that. Accurate.
Speaking of Queen, I wish they would have done a shot where Weird Al played at Live Aid. That would have been really fun.
Oh, that twist where these artists were stealing songs off
where
of
Michael
his.
Jackson and Coolio stole his songs. Yeah,
that's solid.
We talked about it a little bit earlier, but I was wondering where they were going when they were like, this original song, Eat It, that I made up, that's completely original. Yeah. I was wondering where they were going with that.
I am very happy with the movie. I'm glad that we didn't. I wish we would have watched it all together. I think that would have been a great experience.
Yeah, I had to watch it day one though.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. So the ending to the movie, I want to get to that real quick before we finish. I did not expect him to die. I was like, what?
Oh yeah. Spoiler. So that was a great bit, and then the whole like real footage and pictures of him as a kid and stuff. I didn't care for the Evan Rachel Wood.
Yeah, and the photoshops at the end. Yeah.
I didn't care for Evan Rachel Wood.
She was whatever. I mean, the character
Madonna
was funny. It worked.
Yeah,
but
the whole drug kingpin bit
with Pablo Escobar,
was great. Roku, I guess. The commercials weren't bad. It was just one commercial every couple minutes.
I had a few 90-second commercial breaks. I downloaded it for this, and I haven't got around to deleting it yet, but I will. I think Weird Al is finished with his current tour by now. You know, obviously this movie has came out. I don't know.
I'm glad they involved him.
Yeah, I don't know what's in store for him next, but whatever it is, I'm looking forward to it. Even if you don't consider yourself a fan of Weird Al, but you do think maybe, he's funny, or you've even just heard one or two of his songs, on its own, this movie is great. You don't need to be a fan
I don't
to
think
appreciate this movie.
I don't think you even have to know who this guy is for you to enjoy this movie.
Yeah, that's true. If this ever comes out on Blu-ray, though, I am gonna buy it for sure.
Day one.
Yeah.
I'll be there lined up at a Target.